Good morning. You're listening to WTIM, your information station, and our morning show brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville. I'm your host, Grayson Bauman, and joining us in this segment, I've got Brent West, owner of West Sand and Trucking and event organizer behind Meet the Machines. Brent, good morning to you, sir. How are you?
Good morning.
I'm glad to have you here today to talk a little bit about not this weekend, but next weekend, what is coming to the Christian County Fairgrounds. And I'd like to know a little bit about how the event came to be and continues to grow as well. Meet the Machines. What can you tell us background-wise?
Well, we're going into our 11th year this year. It started out on the square with a small town Taylorville, and it was during a farmer's market, and we didn't realize it would be so big. We've run out of space, and then, of course, we couldn't bring the large construction equipment on tracks. So that's why we looked for another location. The fair board, Christian County Fair, has been they donate the use of the farm or the fairgrounds. Can't say enough good about them. And it just keeps growing every year.
Continues to grow. And when you think about, we'll call them humble beginnings, but you're on the square and you can't bring everything that you're wanting to bring. You'd mentioned to me that, hey, I've got an ultimate goal in mind still. There's something I still want to attain. For listeners out there, what is your ultimate goal?
Well, last year we had 78 pieces of equipment. My ultimate goal is to break 100 pieces of equipment. So, and it's all open to the public. It's all free. If anybody wants to bring equipment, they can get a hold of me or they can just come out. We'll be out there organizing things Friday and early Saturday morning. So anybody that wants to bring anything, they're welcome.
And that's the beautiful part you had said too to me in the break there. We're talking from a crane to a race car and everything in between. And so was that kind of something that you had in mind with this, that, hey, I don't want to limit it to just farm equipment or implements. Like all of a sudden I want to bring in everything.
Well, how this all started, why I wanted to get to the fairgrounds was the main thing, to get equipment on tracks, because we couldn't have that on the pavement on the square. But since we started opening up to the heavier construction equipment, now it's just grew to everything. I mean, there's no way I can name it all, but there's going to be articulated trucks. I mean, stuff you don't see every day. Let the kids see what their parents do.
And interesting, like for some reason, a road grader came to mind when you mentioned not being on the pavement, but all of a sudden you've got the fairgrounds, you've got that open space, and you can allow for it. 78 last year. Let's say we get 85 this year. I think we'll be looking pretty good by the 15th year of Meet the Machines, which will be on August 23rd from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. over at the Christian County Fairgrounds. We want to make sure, folks, that it is free. It is free to your family. And the only thing that we're asking for is donations. I love this piece about it as well. You're looking for donations, and I would love for you to let folks know what you're kind of looking for with that and what the hope is once it comes to that trailer.
Well, this year, something new. We're hoping as you come in, when you first come in to Meet the Machines, where they have the little spot where you get your goodie bags and the stickers and stuff for the kids, we're going to have a semi-trailer parked there. And for all the unfortunate or people that's having trouble in the community, we're collecting toiletries, non-perishable food items, and school supplies. I mean, just anything would be appreciative. We'd like to fill the semi, but that's a pretty big goal. But it might be like the 100 pieces get a little bigger each year.
Yep. And you got to start somewhere with this. And I know this, as you mentioned, is the first year of doing this. And so look forward to seeing that continue to grow as Meet the Machines has too. This one, you caught my ear when you told me this one. Skid Steer Soccer is coming to the fairgrounds. What the heck to expect with that?
That's basically, there'll be goalposts, there'll be a 4-foot in diameter soccer ball, and there'll be skid steers, just like soccer. They're not allowed to pick it up with the bucket, just like you can't pick the soccer ball with hands, but they can push it with the bucket, they can nudge it, and it's going to be 4 skid steers, 2 per team, and then we'll just see, I've never done this before. I've seen it done. But it would just be interesting to see how many goals get scored.
The defense side of things has got to be pretty difficult, probably, I'm sure. So,
and the other thing to add, we're also going to have 2 large track hose at each goal representing the goalie position.
Gotcha. Okay. I was kind of wondering if maybe folks had to get to midfield and then get back if the ball all of a sudden. So
no, it'll be inside it'll be in the same track for the combine demo is going to be in. So nobody will be able to get harmed in any way.
Interesting. So skid steer soccer. Let's get back to Meet the Machines for just a moment. Opening at 10 a.m. through 2 p.m. One thing we're doing towards the end there is actually destroying a combine. Can you kind of preview that just a little bit?
Well, yeah. In the years past, we've destroyed a bus, and we're just looking for something new to do. And I run across this older combine that I was able to acquire, and we're just going to use the destruction equipment, the track hose and the bulldozers, to dismantle it for everybody to see how much power these machines have, and so they could destroy something that big.
How quick, as somebody who's not seen somebody destroy a combine, are we thinking like a minute's worth of time and that thing's gone?
Maybe 5.
Maybe 5.
Yeah.
That's not bad. That's certainly not bad when it comes to destroying a combine. When I think too about this, I want to mention that it's free because that's unbelievable to be able to offer all this at no cost to the public. How important was that to you and your mission of putting this on?
From the time we started on the square, the main thing, why I got involved, I want it to be no cost. It's a good Saturday morning, afternoon for the kids to get to learn and see stuff. There's no charge for parking, admission. There's no charge for anything. And, you need to make it affordable, because who wants to pay to come look at a piece of equipment, really? Or they might want to, but don't really want to spend that much. That's why it's 100% free for everybody.
And if it were something like $5 a person, I think absolutely. I think a lot of people would jump on it. But then you start seeing all of a sudden you want $15, $20 a person. And if I have a family of 5 or 6, that's just not happening.
Yeah, that's why as long as I'm involved, it will be free. The only charge we have, like I say, this year, we're starting the donation truck, but there's still no charge to come to the event. And
that's where I hope on this end, my rose-colored glasses, that folks will, hey, it is free to me, so maybe I can provide $10, $20, $30 worth of canned goods or toiletries or school supplies as we're looking to gain as well. So if you're listening out there, please keep in mind it is free, but donations are requested. They're not necessary, but they would love for donations to be made. Joining us here in studio today, I've got Brent West, owner of West Sand and Trucking, and event organizer behind Meet the Machines. We're going to come back. We're going to talk that Combine Demo Derby taking place at 5 p.m., Power Wheels Derby at 4 p.m. just before, and we'll get a little bit more about Meet the Machines as it's coming to you, not this weekend, but next. You're listening to WTIM, your information station.
WTIM. Let's check the markets now on the RFD Radio Network. I'm Jim Taylor. Lower across the board with corn, beans, and Chicago wheat. September corn down 2, $3.72. December corn down 2 1/4, $3.95. March corn 4.12 3/4 down 2 1/4. September beans down 12.5, 10.11 1/2. November beans 10.32 1/4 down 12. January beans down 11, 10.51 3/4. September wheat 5.02 1/2 down 4 3/4. December wheat down a nickel, 5.23 1/4. September bean meal $2.8820 up $1.20. September bean oil down $1.11, 52.28. Livestock trade, August feeders, $344.25 down to $1.62. August live cattle, $234.82 down 72 cents. August lean hogs up 2 pennies, 109.65. Energy market, September crude oil up 76 cents, 63.41. This is the RFD Radio Network.
Cousin Bill here with Illinois Paving. Did you know that asphalt loves summer? And summer, she loves asphalt back because warmer temperatures allow for more time to work with materials, resulting in smoother and more consistent finishes. Now is the perfect time to complete your paving project. Remember, paving works best with warmer temperatures, resulting in smoother finishes for your driveway or parking lot. Because asphalt loves summer, and yeah, summer, she kind of loves asphalt back. Call Cousin Bill, IL Paving. .com.
I heard you signed up for that winter canola program with Pioneer and Bunge Chevron Ag Renewables, so that's why they've been saying that about you.
Yeah, I wanted to break into the renewable fuels market, and this program helped me easily work canola into my winter crop rotations. And Bunge Chevron Ag Renewables will buy my harvest. It's really been a golden opportunity. But what are they saying about me?
It makes complete sense now. They're saying you have a golden touch.
Visit pioneer.com/wintercanola to learn more.
Finding the right employees can be a real challenge these days, whether you're hiring full-time or part-time. That's where the regional radio stations come in. We're here to help you connect with the qualified candidates you need. Check out IllinoisJobPost.com. That's IllinoisJobPost.com. It's part of our comprehensive radio and internet employment campaign designed to get your job openings noticed. For details, just reach out to your account manager. Put the power of radio and the internet to work for you at IllinoisJobPost.com.
Hi, this is Will Perkins with Taylorville Community Credit Union. Find out about all the products and services we provide by clicking our icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
Enjoy the beautiful flower garden, hop on the bus, and enjoy the weather. When you're a resident at Taylorville Estates Assisted Living, they encourage independence and enrich lives. Find out available vacancies and get on the waiting list by clicking their icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
WTIM. And welcome back to the WTIM Morning Show here on your information station, brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first in Landmark of Taylorville. I'm your host, Grayson Bauman. Joining us in this segment, I've got Brent West, owner of West Sand and Trucking, and event organizer behind Meet the Machines. That'll be coming up August 23rd from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Brent, there were a couple other things that we wanted to talk about with Meet the Machines, including some food vendors that are going to be coming out. Who are they?
Yes, there'll be a Big Jake's Barbecue will be there, and there'll be a Corona Ice, and there'll be snow cones, stuff like that. There'll also be the Taylorville Dance Squad will be selling soda. There'll be water, just anything like that.
Keep in mind, that's the only thing that's going to cost you is purchasing food.
Yes, food or drink is the only thing. Everything else, like we said, is completely free.
And I want to really hammer that one home. I really do. This is unique to me. I did not know about this part of it. Kids get to also vote on their favorite machine.
Yes.
How does that vote kind of go?
Well, like I was saying at the break, the majority of the fire truck wins, but everybody gets a ballot, and they go around, and each machine's got a number on it. And they just, whichever, say the fire truck's number 3, they put their vote for number 3.
So I think, and Matt Aderman does a great job over there, and so does his entire crew. But I feel like they get it's favorable to their position over there. So let's see maybe if something else can win this year. On top of that, weather-wise, do you know kind of what we're expecting moving forward?
Well, of course, the weather changes every day.
It does.
But as of the extended forecast, looks like excellent weather for that Saturday and that Saturday night for the event there.
Man, that would be perfect. I know it's a demo derby, but let's keep the track as clean as possible, hopefully, for said demo derby. Let's jump into that. The Combine Demo Derby, new to this 11th year of the Meet the Machines event. The Combine Demo Derby, how did you kind of get this under wraps?
It was really unique how it started. We every year we do something at the end for Meet the Machines. We've destroyed buses, we destroyed something, but this year we're destroying a combine. Well, once people found out about it, they started calling about a demo. Well, we had so much interest, we discussed it with the fair board, and we're decided now this is after Meet the Machines, but there's going to be a complete combine demolition derby.
Combine Demolition Derby. You mentioned to me 14 of those bad boys are going to be out there.
We got 14 scheduled,
which is, to me, a crazy number for a first time. I figured that'll be going for a little while there when it comes to that. That's starting at 5 p.m. and that's still free.
No, you have to pay for the Combine Demolition Derby.
Okay.
That's not with the Meet the Machines, but everything else is free.
Gotcha. I think 14 combines getting destroyed is going to be worth that dollar amount. How much is that going to cost?
That is $20 for the grandstand.
$20 for the grandstand,
and $10 for reserve, or $20 for reserved, $10 for the
Okay, so the reserve seating 20,
Yeah.
10 for the grandstand. Perfect. With just a little bit more time here, Brent, anything else that you would like to make sure that is said here about this Meet the Machines into the Combine Demo Derby?
Well, into the Combine Derby, just so you know, we got hopefully 14. So we're going to run a class of 7 and a class of 7. Then any that make it through their first 2 heats will come back for the 3rd heat. So, and there'll be some stuff in between to keep people's attention. And it's just, this is our first year doing it, but we'll try to make it better and just do the best we can.
Hey, we're going to do the dang thing. Brent West, owner of West Sand and Trucking and event organizer behind Meet the Machines. Brent, thank you for joining us here today.
Thank you for your time.
You got it. We'll be right back, or I guess we'll be back soon with more of the WTIM Morning Show.